I think it's time for a change. Of course, liege. What kind of change? I think my family has spent too much time obsessing over the Abbasids. They're in decline anyway. I think it's time for us to deal with the threat to the north. We need to create a large buffer, a no man's land, between the territory that we consider to be ours and significant and the territory that is held by the Christian barbarians. Well, your father did win that war against Francia, yes. I am going to gather together as many young members of my dynasty and set them out to turn that barbarian wasteland into a true bastion of Allah's grace and knowledge. And, of course, I will complete, once and for all, the consolidation of the North. I will begin to look for suitable candidates. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again, and for the very first time, with Malik al-Muazzam Youkhanna II ibn Saladin of the Umayyad Empire. So, we can't immediately declare war on her to take this stuff from her because it's held by someone who we have a truce with. We need to take, I think, this province. I think this, don't know. We checked it last time, but we'll check it again. We need to take all of southern Francia. We need the Duchy of Bourbon, which we currently hold none of, I think? Yeah, so we need this whole duchy. So we could take the whole border as a struggle class. I'm not so interested in that. I don't have the prestige for it. I don't really care about any of that. But let's, see what happens if we, move this down to the places we actually need to take. I don't think I need Barry. I think I need this, right? This? What a mess. The Pope needs to be... I think the Pope is probably pretty pissed. If I was the Pope, I would be the pissed I've ever been. He thought he had a plan where I was going to win this war, and then his holy war would suddenly gobble all this back too. But I just pieced out, right? On day one, I was just like, nah, I'm out. That was my dad, actually. It was not... Well, I mean, it's just the horrible, treacherous Christians in there. Their disgusting ideology causes them to do such treacherous things. So let's start with our prison, because we may need money, and there may be money in our prison. Okay. So this guy here, he will pay us 10 to get out. Good. This woman here, I do respect the tradition of ransoming nobles, but people who can't ransom have to convert to get out of prison. It's basically that's how it works. So she can't ransom because she's no money, which means she needs to convert if she wants to leave my prison. Her husband here, if he wants to leave my prison, he has to convert as well. He will not. Too bad for her, because the alternative is execution. This guy can be ransomed, and we will ransom him, because he can pay the fee. This guy can be ransomed, and we will ransom him, because he can pay the fee. This woman here has no money, but if she will convert, she can go. This woman here has no money, so if she will convert, go. You, who will actually keep as a pseudo hostage. This kid here, we will actually keep as a pseudo hostage. This woman here, she can ransom so she can go, and this man here can ransom so he can go. And that is the end of the prisoners. step 1 finished. Now we gotta go up to here and start handing these things out. We need... Let's see. Grant 2. We need to see everybody who's in the proper dynasty. Umayyad, right there. Based on how much they like me. Opinion of you, and then based on... not ruler. Okay, so let's look at the change in our position. 1, we still hold, of course, the heart. We hold the heart, which is not unexpected. Our family is still unified. We hold the heart. We have lost to our extraordinarily young brother, the Horn of Africa. But in exchange for it, we have gained most all of Sardinia. Now, the thing is, I don't think we hold this duchy title. If we look at ourselves, we're only going to hold 1 duchy title because our brother got our other one. We probably want to take this duchy title. Honestly, not sure why we lost so much. We may have fallen below... We may have fallen into here and not realized it because our father really wasn't paying much attention to any of that stuff. Do need to look at what we should be putting up. So we need to make sure our shield's up. Good, we don't have any furniture. So everything is pretty much the same as it's always been. We're holding 1 piece of territory more than we really want to. It's probably this. I don't know. We're never going to hold the duchy title here, is the thing. And if we give it to this guy, I think that might be just. It was a concern for previous generations, but not a concern for us. That's just the truth. Honestly, we cut our teeth here in Sardinia, but for this to truly feel ours, we're going to need to start the process of converting it. We have one problem, which is that our taxation it's not good. So these positions have changed. People who are our powerful vassals are now just straight up different people. These 2 guys are not good, though, so we will manage them. Who am I swaying? You. That's fine. That's a good continued choice. Looking at our education, we're going to take the 3 stewardship, and we're going to just continue down administrator. Which is good. Looking at the quality of our wife, she's actually not that bad. She's also not that good. This guy would be a good vizier. He's lowborn. I don't know if I like that. But he is quite talented. Let's appoint him our vizier. You want it to be Badir? Our tax collector? You think he's the most... You think he's the most talented? Alright, if they think he's the most talented, I mean, he is quite talented. Let's do it. What is this? The Munificence of Raymond? Okay, so Mayor Raymond is giving out money. I'm not gonna kick him out. You know what? I'm neither gonna kick him out nor rob him. He can do what he likes. I have no objection to him giving money to my courtiers, as long as he doesn't do anything, any strange stuff beyond that. Right, that's fine. Let's look at how our taxes are. This is good. He remains our tax collector with his excellent aptitude. That's good. Hey, clan favoritism. Sultan Abdul Hassan has silently been seething all evening, but finally bursts as I reach for the sturgeon caviar. I cannot understand why you granted the sheikdom. Ugh. Because you are already a king, sir. You are the largest king in the entirety of the... You are the only king we currently have. You don't need it. I guess I'm just trading opinion between them. That's what I'm doing. I have no choice to accept your conditions for my release. So we're going to... We're going to look at all the children and courtiers in a minute. We have another tax. Good. He's good. Right. I feel alright about this. This will help us a bit, because we did need those slots for sure. Our territory was going undertaxed because we didn't have enough slots here. So Badir ibn Sabah is our vizier. He is Idrisid, which is a family that has some pretty good connections to us, I think. I'm trying to remember where they're from. I know I've seen them before while I was flipping through. Are they... Yeah, they're the former ruling house of Maghreb. The reason we have some of them in our territory is because we married a lot of our daughters to them and then they've returned home with their husbands. Create an accolade. So we lost an accolade. We need a marauder. Bring this back. I could just destroy it and make a new one, which is what I think I'm going to do. What can you do? Thug and Tactician? I don't mind Tactician. Contender is for contests. Better than Thug. Tactician is just like experience for Martial. This could be good if we do decide to change to Martial. We're going to create this accolade. We could recruit this guy. Can I afford him? I can. So we're going to recruit him and then we're going to make him a knight. He should be a knight anyway. Unforce everybody who can be, and then we're going to check to see who we actually need to force. So Madidu has to be forced. So does Abdul Rahman. Okay, so we need to force Abdul Rahman and Madidu. That should put the 19 in as well. So that should just fix all this up. Such maintenance. Such maintenance. That's the new accolade, and this is the Outriders. Okay, so our knights are now all fixed. Our total number of troops is going to cap at 15k, which is great. Our money is down because we are regenerating caballeros and pikemen from the last war. Got our new vizier. For assist ruler, he's just excellent. I just really like his assist ruler additions. That's pretty good. I think, I don't know. Maybe someone who gave us a better stewardship would be better. How is our son doing? He's 7 years old. Who is his... We are his guardian. He wants to be a diplomat. If we keep him a diplomat, he needs a guardian other than us. So let's see. Because we want him to have the very best education he can get. So for a diplomat, our courtier here would be for the best. She's a genius, which would really help him out. I mean, she's smarter than I am. She's better both in knowledge and in the actual discipline. So we'll do that, and now we're going to have to redo all of our positions. This is a very difficult episode. I apologize that we're not going to be getting into this character's roleplay too much for, like, literally the first half of the video. But really, what can you do? This stuff has to happen, and I am going to skip as much of it as I can, of course. Our court physician is excellent and still in position, getting old. We have an antiquarian who's good, so most of the women are still in place. This guy is excellent. Our master of the hunt, Chief Kadi. We have someone who is good, but he's lowborn. Really, any of these guys could do it. My uncle could do it. I mean, my uncle was doing it before, right? This guy could also do it. I'm just going to put my uncle back into the job. He can do it. He's fine. And then I'll put the other guy in his place. Royal Architect. Do we have an architect who is good and of our family? Average. I'd really actually prefer someone who's average and of our family because that is free. It's my daughter. I'm going to give my daughter the job just to give her some occupation for her life in the years that she has to live. Considering that she is a leper. I mean, she's an Amazonian leper, so her body is built of literally steel. She has a huge bonus and a severe penalty. Now, that's just a thing. She is super attractive, except that she's a leper. She's the most attractive leper anyone's ever met. That's good. She can do that until her life ends. Seneschal, we have this guy as an excellent Seneschal, but we don't want to put anybody in who's not in our family because we don't like to pay for these positions. Even average, and average, my daughter again, I guess. We're getting down to average. 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 Okay, this is my courtier's wife. He is just a guy. I could have her do it. I think that's fine. Again, family members are free, and so we take them as a rule. Court musician. Do we have anybody in our family who could be court musician? I'm actually kind of accustomed to having a court musician at this point, so if I can't find anybody in our family, I might just make her it anyway and pay for it. Or this woman, I think we're going to have her do it. A little bit of cost, but that's fine. I want a personal champion if I have someone in my family who's actually good. And average is okay. Yeah, we have very few knights who are actually family members, which kind of makes sense, honestly. No champion, so probably no bodyguard. We're not going to do a court jester because we'd have to pay them because you want lowborns in that position. Cupbearer, we could have her be our cupbearer. That's okay. Okay, so that's like every position we can fill out without it costing us much. I think that's good. Our court is now filled by members of our family. They can squabble away. I still have the money left over to do what I wanted to do here, which is buy this title. And we're going to keep it. We did a lot of work to start getting this up, and we didn't keep it. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're not upset. Our brother got all of this, which is also fine. You know, you can't hold the unity forever. We always knew there was a chance there'd be a succession in which there was stuff lost. This actually turns out for us to be pretty good, to be honest. A lot of this is probably also because he had so much himself already. Yes, we will accept your oaths. Thank you very much. You're a woman, but as long as you do your job, we won't care that much. Vassals are less likely to join independence factions. We do not want independence factions. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. There are still a few other things we have to do for setup. We have to negotiate all the alliances in family. Honestly, don't have a place specifically good for bowmen anymore. Let's back up here. First of all, this we do have a place for now. Because this goes into the mine. Yes. Then these pikemen have a spot, so all we need to do is find a spot for the bowmen. Actually, let's take a little thought about this, right? We're a good administrator, so we would think this through. Where is a spot that would be able to develop towards bowmen? This has only got a heavy cavalry building. This, none of these spots. There's nothing up here that's good for bowmen. No, not at all. Not at all. These have all been developed in a highly economic way. If we look at what we hold down here, this is clearly designed for cavalry. And this is clearly for spearmen, and this is clearly for heavy infantry. Yeah. Which means there really is no place. So what is the place that is the least developed? The place where I would lose the least by... Oops, that's not us. This is Sardinia. This is Corsica. This is Corsica. Corsica? Sardinia? Okay, so we need a place in here that hasn't been developed that fully, that if we were to switch it now, it would be fine. Probably here. Probably here I could build something. I mean, I could build militia camps here. And then I could replace this building with... Yeah, this could be a good place to move the spearmen to. It already has this for spearmen, and then I could turn this into warrior lodges. This place is best for spearmen, so we're going to stick the spearmen there for now. Okay, that's fine. We're going to look at this. We changed nothing here. This is where we put the spearmen, right? Yes, so we're going to make this better for spearmen. That's great. We made that choice. Now, coming down here, we see that this is good for anybody, heavy infantry or spearmen. We're going to put the bowman here for now, but we're probably going to put heavy infantry, build another heavy infantry unit and put it here. For now, though, the bowman can be there. This feels so wrong. So this should be here. Plus 36. Check. This should be where it is. Check. Bowman should be here. Check. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. So our units are all set out. Everything is now in place. We filled all our positions. We are ready to continue moving forward. We got a whole bunch of alliances with our brother, with our uncle. Did he literally die? Who's killing people? We just filled those spots. Why would our vizier stop being a tax collector? I don't understand. Is the vizier not allowed to be tax collector? Is that what happened? I am going to need to just go back in here and fix this again. So a bunch of people just... We're going to have to look up why those people died. Because that's weird. Our Kadi. Someone in our family. This guy's perfect. We already knew he existed. We wanted a high almoner. We really have no family members suited to this job. She's the first and she's average. The best I've got is good. She's actually as good as literally anybody else I could pick except for the one guy who's good, so we'll put her in. Okay. This is fine. Just promote my authority. I would really rather you fill the coffers. To be fair, it's good for both of us. We are currently a sinner. We won't be for long. I don't even know what caused that to happen. I never even noticed that. You know, for a person who's as zealous as us, we've apparently had a hard time staying on the good side of Allah. Who? What? So many Catholics. Everything is crazy now. Okay. Everything is now back under control. Let's find out who killed your old man. Do we know anything about it? He died of heart failure. Perfectly normal death. Fine. It's fine. Okay. 10 years before we can attack the Catholics. Gotta get this weirdo out of there. Look at that guy. We also can't... We can immediately attack him. We're not doing that great on anything right now, but we are young. We are young, man. Which does help. We could do a struggle clash. Just like eliminate everything. I think we looked at this last time, except for the two places we actually want. This, right? We want this. But not this. Because these are both part of it, right? We could just do this, get this war done. While we are mostly going to be an administrative leader, it is important to note that we intend to clean up the Catholic territory and to avenge ourselves upon the Pope for our father having to give up territory that we've held for a long time. To be fair, not that long. But to also be fair, long enough. Long enough that we think of it as ours. That's what we'll say. For sure, long enough. Thank you. You're super far away, though. Our ally has joined. He's not even acknowledging that we're coming to get him. You know, we'll do this instead. This makes a lot more sense. Get up here. Do this thing immediately. Thank you. We are no longer a sinner. Didn't make sense we were really a sinner, but that's fine. We have no money. We have no friends. We have no way to blow off this debt. We just need to finish this war as quick as we can. It's as simple as that. We got the enemy banner. Keep it. We'll head this way and smash this army as well. You know, I'm gonna actually just go up and do the siege. And then once we're in this siege here, we'll split off the besiegers. As we normally would. Let's get everything ready. Split besiegers. Grab this army. Split off. This. Oh, so much administrative stuff to do. And we aren't exactly a warlord either, so... Seductive rival. Shit, I shout as I read the letter. That heartless rival of mine, Beatriz, I spit on your name. Not only have you used trickery and charm to convince my vassal Emir Ibrahim to marry you, no, you've also turned Emir Ibrahim against me. I must convince him to remain loyal. Yes, I must. Listen, Badir, I need your assistance with this. Would you please? Help me convince this man that he's made a foolhardy mistake in marrying this treacherous woman. Thank you. Now you can go back to your regular duties. Oh, we gotta find a way to get ourselves out of debt here. That helps. That really does help. Battle here. Feel like I've been tricked, but that's fine because we'll just avenge them. Shouldn't have let ourselves get led away by that small army. It's not the loss that matters. It's the fact that it's going to slow our sieges down intensely to lose our mangonels. They're really important. Damn it! Now I think we're going to have to siege up here with the full army. Let's raise all here. Who is this? This is our Fari, so somebody is scheming against our Fari. It doesn't have to be murder though, right? Just because it's a scheme doesn't make it a murder necessarily. Okay. Our house unity is all over the place lately. Our wife is pregnant. We have another 100 gold ransom. But we are in so much debt. This whole thing was clearly a mistake. And we know it was. I don't think there's any question. We know exactly what we did here and why we shouldn't have done it. What you... Come on. You. This is fine. This is going to be a victory. We have killed a duke in this battle. Another siege, an essential one, so this should be the war target. Good. We look at this. We're going to stop this because it has our siege engines in it now, and then it's going to merge together. Actually, we don't need to do that. We can do this, right? We can siege this down. Perfectly fine. Another prisoner taken. Jeez, this war is costing us so much money. We're going to be in debt for so long after this. This is what terrible generational wars do. Okay, we are losing so much money. I don't even really want to fight these guys, but pushing them off of here is the only way that we'll make good progress. You want your freedom? You shall have it in death. This is the only guy who actually rebelled. One guy. I have a new son. I'm going to call him Khalid because I think that's a cool name. We're going to depend on the war score to win this, and then we're going to start killing these rebels. So we're going to enforce our demands there. We don't need our ally for this, but we are in trouble when it comes to how this is going to go in the long run. So they're forming a big army. I'm going to kill this up here. We are in trouble. Not because we can't win this war, but because we are in so much debt. We'll condemn this priest. Of course we will. Because we are zealous. We've gained more zealotry. So our zealous nature is manifesting itself appropriately. We're holding territory we don't want to hold, but we will use the gap time in order to... So I'm going to split this army. I'm going to merge this army into a single force. I'm going to split it evenly in half. I'm going to send one of them down this way, and then the other army can go to here. Hopefully the guys out there will understand what they need to do. They probably won't. They never do. Positions of power. Plus 20 counselor position. Please stop with your ploys, people. We're trying to hold things together here. This is literally the worst situation we've been in memory. We are just not good. This is good. That, though, is good. This should actually win this war, right? If the guys keep piling in and we eventually win this, that is. There we go. Maximum from battle, right? So we can ransom him for the 100 gold, which will help. And then we will enforce our demands. Then we will disband all our troops. Holy... What a first day in charge. What a terrible first day in charge. The hilarious thing is that he has conquered Aquitaine, like the Aquitaine Remnant, which means we will not be able to take this territory back for 5 years. But that's better than it would have been any... Well, that's about the same as it would have been, to be fair. Let's look what we've got here that we don't need. This pot shard can be gotten rid of. We don't need that. Brilliant gemstone. We don't need. This is a bejeweled Quran. We should be using... Do we not have 2 bejeweled Qurans? We do. We should be using 2 bejeweled Qurans, which means we can get rid of this brilliant gemstone here. Okay. We're keeping that. We're keeping this. Healing water is blue, so we have to keep it. The Lucky Rabbit's Paw I don't believe we will ever use, so we will get rid of that. That cleans all of this up, gives us a lot of money back that we could use. We can also get rid of all the junk that we're keeping in the palace. There's not a lot of it, but it exists. If it exists, it should be gone. Conflict in Al-Andalus. Keep that. The excellent book about books we're actually using. The mysterious lamp, I think we might actually be using. So let's look at what we got here. So we're using the mysterious lamp and the hand of Yahya, right? Yep, 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 yep. This is some guy's holdfast. I don't even know what this is. I don't think this matters. So we'll get rid of it. Got this Tunisia tapestry. We got this Sindhi war banner. We've got this Aquitanian war banner. Got this West Frankian war banner. So we got a lot of war banners. That's neat. I think I might put this up in place of the mysterious lamp. What is the mysterious lamp giving us? Prestige and court grandeur. I think we'll put this up in its place. So where is the mysterious lamp? There. We're going to put this up in its place. And we're going to get rid of the mysterious lamp. So that puts us a year from being out of debt. And with that, I think we're going to bring an end to this episode. The war in the north continues. We prove ourselves over and over again against the Catholics. The war has led us to to restore, you know, the sense that we are properly devoted, we have this leader here who we can ransom for 100 gold. That's actually really, really valuable. I guess before we leave, we should do the rest of our prisoners as well. This guy is a great warrior. If I demand his conversion and then recruit him, he'll do it. You can be a holy warrior for Allah, sir. I know that's not what you thought the rest of your life was going to be, but it's better for us all this way, okay? It is. It's better for us all. You just... this guy is not as good as... He might be a good commander, though, so we'll demand his conversion, too, just in case. But you, sir, you have got a future. You can find a future in the army. My army. The army of God, as opposed to the army of God. My wife is pregnant again. My troops are decimated from that last war. I'm holding a territory I do not want to hold. It's probably up here. Yeah, but who holds this? This woman. She's a frickin' Catholic. Will she convert? She has an 85% chance to convert. Well, if she converts... this idiot belongs in my dungeon for sneaking around. Will you convert? You will convert. Then, I think I will give you Bourbon as your conversion reward. Thank you. That was very wise of you. That clears up our holding problem. That puts us in a good position for next time. Okay, we're almost out of debt. We actually nearly cleared our whole debt there, which means we do definitely need a time of peace. You notice that I'm framing this game a little differently with this ruler. That's because this is the part of the world that he cares about. This to him is nothing. He actually doesn't feel the same as his family did about the Abbasids, although he does see the desire to regain our former glory, and he would love to be Caliph. This is a bigger problem because of his zealotry. This is a bigger problem to him. The way they betrayed his grandfather at the end of his life, to him, his grandfather, his namesake, that was a big deal to him. So the only war he's going to focus on is here. Once his wars here are done, he'll probably retire from war altogether. I expect these wars to be done while he's still young. He's only 31 years old. His son isn't even an adult yet. So he's got a lot of time ahead of him. And with that, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me the next time we are here in the Umayyad Empire with Malik al-Mahzam, Youkhanna II ibn Saladin. Goodbye for now, friends.